everybody. Thanks so much for joining today. We are going to work on a 30 to 45 minutes slow flow. And just a quick hello to Debbie, Amy, Julie, and Doug, and anyone else who might be joining us today. We'll go ahead and get started off in Shavasana, lying flat on your mat. Just letting go of any thoughts that don't serve you for the next 30 to 45 minutes. Anger, fear, stress, anxiety, frustration. Bringing all your awareness to your breath and every part about it, how it feels on the inhale, as it goes through the nose and down into the lungs, and how it feels on the exhale. And on each exhale, allowing the body to fully relax and noticing if there's anything that doesn't relax onto the mat. Just checking in with your hips, shoulders, jaw, back, feet. Just bring all of the parts of your mind to a slower pace. To help slow down, that's why we're going to do a counted breath for a slow count of 6. Inhaling 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Pause at the top. And slowly exhale everything out. Allowing everything to fall into that slowness, that mode. And then very gently, maybe even without opening your eyes, we're going to make the number 4 with our legs. We're just going to take the left ankle, cross it over the right thigh, and interlace the fingers behind the right thigh, and just gently rocking left and right, massaging the spine. Reversing that this time, taking the left ankle over the left thigh and pulling it in towards the chest, gently rocking left and right. Keeping that breath slow and your movements slow. Releasing the hands from behind that thigh, lowering the legs down to the mat. Gently roll onto the left side and using your right hand to push yourself to a seated position. Ground through the sits bones. Staying up nice and tall. Shrug the shoulders up to the ears and down the back. And then we're just going to take the fingertips, gently placing it right underneath that jawbone and area below on the top of the neck. Run the fingers down the neck and all the way to the collarbone. Just doing that a few times slowly. Medium pressure along the neck and down to the collarbone. One more time. And then bringing the fingers to the back of the head, and the fingertips meet right along the back of the neck and the spine. And we're just going to pull the fingers away, bringing them towards the front of the neck. Doing that a few times. Making sure the pinky is running along the hairline. Medium pressure. And then we're just going to gently massage the top of the head, the fingertips, whatever feels good through the scalp. Just helping bring circulation there. Don't usually have workouts for the top of the head. Relaxing the hands down now. And take the right hand. Inhale, bring it up. Lower the palm down so that it's flat on the back of the head. I'm going to rotate, turning the right elbow towards the back room, gazing along with it. Leading with that elbow. Making sure your spine is straight still. Slowly coming back to center. Releasing that hand down and same on the left. Inhale, the left hand up behind the head, and then leading with the elbow. Gaze towards that left elbow. Coming back to center. Release the hand down. Inhale again, up the right arm. Lower the fingertips down behind the head and reach that left hand up to meet the right. So you're sitting and the hands are interlaced. You can use a towel or a strap here. Keeping the chest lifted. Releasing the hands and lowering them down to the mat. Inhale the left arm. Exhale, let the hand fall down behind the back and bring the right hand up to the hip. Chest stays lifted, pulling open through the arms. Relax the hands down to the mat. Bring the right palm up, pressing it away from you. Fingertips flexed. Tilt the head towards the opposite shoulder. And slowly exhale, rotate the fingertips down. Lower that hand down to the mat. And on the opposite side, lift the left hand, pressing it away from you, flexing into the fingers, pushing into the palm, tilt the head towards the opposite shoulder. Feeling that stretch through the arm. And exhale, rotate the fingertips down. Lowering the hand down. Press and bring both palms. Pressing forward. Fingertips reaching. Turn and interlace the fingers. Gaze over the left shoulder, tipping the chin up. Inhale. Exhale, chin to shoulder. Gaze over the opposite shoulder. Same thing. Inhale, chin up. Exhale, chin one more breath. Sink into the sits bones, drive them back down into the mat, and reach forward with the arms. Inhale, coming up. Take the legs out long in front of you for hip openers, starting with whichever leg you'd like to. First, we're just going to rock the hip into circles. Noticing any spots that might feel tight. You can even hang out there for a moment. Working space into that tightness. Lay down, bounce out the knees. Do the same on the opposite side. Nice big hip circles. The toes. Inhale, bring the arms all the way up again. Exhale, fold forward, reaching for the toes. Stay here for one more breath. Inhale, lengthen through the spine. Exhale, see if you can fold forward further. Inhale, coming up slowly. We're going to come up onto our knees. Right behind the back, fingertips down towards the sits bone. Open up through the chest, slight back bend, tipping forward, and lifting up onto the toes. Slowly come back to center. Move the left hand to the waist. We're going to reach overhead with the right. Just start twisting back. Following that right hand. And same on the opposite side, right hand to the hip, left arm up, and then turn, taking that left arm towards the back. Lean into it if you want. And now coming back to center. And we're just going to sit right down on the heels, just putting a little bit of pressure in the feet and toes. Feeling that stretch. Slowly come back up and come into tabletop for cat-cow. Exhale, arch the back, tuck the chin, drop the head. Inhale, cow, drop the tummies. Really pressing into the shoulders. Again, exhale, round the back. Drop the tummies. Last time, exhale up, round the back. And into neutral spine and sink back into the heels, coming into child's pose, forehead resting on the mat. And you're rocking left and right. Take the right hand, turn to the outside until the fingertips are pointed back towards the knee. And then we're just going to hinge back into the sits bones, lift the palm off the mat, and a slight bend in the elbow, stretching through the fingers. Back up, taking the fingers forward, and again, same thing, opposite side, left fingers pointing towards the knee, sinking back, slight bend in the elbow. Rotate the fingers forward and we'll come into thread the needle. Inhale up the right arm, opening up through the chest, and then thread through right shoulder down, right temple down. Inhale up the left arm, reach. placing that left hand behind the back and left leg come out long behind you, foot flexed. Gently bring that leg down, hand up. Come back up into neutral. Same on the opposite side. Inhale up the left arm. And thread through. Coming down onto that left shoulder, left temple. Inhale up the right arm. Exhale, hand down behind the hip. Extending nice and long through the right foot. Lower that leg down, hand down. Pressing back up into neutral. Coming into downward facing dog. Roll the toes under. Press into the heels. Maybe pedal out the feet. Stretch in the back of the leg. Inhale up the right leg. Three-legged dog. Stretching the leg. Toes up. Then lower the leg slightly to square off the hips. Bend the knee. Flex the foot. Turn to stack the hips. Shoulders stay square. Gaze under the right arm. Take one more nice deep breath in. Open your mouth inside. Gaze at the space between your hands. Step the right foot forward. We're going to stay in the lunge, keeping that back leg active. Interlace the fingers behind you. Open up through the chest. Slight back bend here. Exhale, release the hands. And bring the left elbow over the right knee. Twist, stacking through the shoulders. Opening the palms. Gazing at that hand towards the ceiling. Slowly bring the legs down. Frame that front foot. Lower down onto the back knee. Flip the back toes out. Heel toe that right foot to the edge of the mat. Staying right here in lizard pose. You can come down onto your forearms if you'd like to sink into the pose and roll to the outside edge of your foot. If you are on your forearms, heel toe that left foot, the right foot over to the left wrist. Coming into pigeon, you can use a pillow or a block right under this front leg. If it helps keep you forward, to feel that stretch deep inside the left thigh. You come down onto your forearms if you'd like. Down to the mat, bringing the right foot to the inside of the left thigh, left hand to left foot, reach overhead with the right arm, keeping the shoulders stacked. Inhale, bring the hands back to the top of the mat, and come into downward facing dog, pedaling out the feet. Do the same thing again on the left side. Inhale up the left leg. Lower the legs slightly to square up the hips, bend the knee, flex the foot, turn to stack the hips, shoulders stay square. Gaze at the space between your hands, gently step that left foot forward. Staying in the high lunge. Interlace the fingers behind the back, open up through the chest. Right arm over the left knee and twist, stacking through the shoulders, opening the palms. Bring the hands down to frame the front foot. Lower down onto the back knee, flip the back toes out. Heel toe the left foot to the edge of the mat. Staying right here in long arms, or come down onto your forearms and roll to the outside edge of your foot. On your forearms, inhale up to long arms and heel toe that left foot over to the right wrist this time. Coming into pigeon, keeping that back leg rotated internally to the body so that the hips and shoulders stay forward. Roll the right hip down to the mat, left foot to the inside of the thigh, reach overhead, stacking the shoulders. Inhale, bring the hands to the top of the mat. Come into downward facing dog again, pedaling out the feet. Take the left foot forward and turn to the side of our mat so our legs are nice and wide. And just let the head hang heavy forward in ragdoll. Releasing any tension in the neck. Maybe grabbing the forearms and swaying left and right. Gently shaking the head no. Will not have negative thoughts and negative speak. Shaking the head, yes. All positive thoughts and positive speak. Gently release the hands down to the mat. We're going to walk them over to the left foot. We're going to put the toes on the right foot up. Exhale, take the toes down to the mat, let's stretch all through the thigh. Now we're going to walk the hands over to the opposite foot. Lift the toes, flexing the foot on the left this time. And exhale, take the foot down to the mat. Inhale, coming back to center, heel to the feet in, just slightly turn the heels in, come into Buddha squat, hands to heart center, using the elbows to press open into the knees as you inhale, lowering the hands, keeping that pressure, and then exhale, slowly bring the hands up, release the elbows, let the knees fall in. Again, inhale, press open with the elbows. Exhale, release. One more time, inhale, press open. Slowing the mind again. Press the palms into the mat. Take the hips straight up to the ceiling, heel toe the feet in, hip distance. Inhale up halfway, lift, lengthen through the top of the head and the base of the spine. Resting here for a moment and lengthening. Growing nice and long through the top of the head. Exhale, fold forward, bend the knees, sweep the arms all the way up, palms meet, hands come to heart center. I'm going to find mountain pose here. balls of the feet in the heels. Shoulders are down and back, chest lifted. Keeping this left foot planted, we're going to cross the right leg over top. Slowly start to come down into the sits bones. Bring the left arm underneath the right into pigeon, lifting the elbows up, pulling back through the shoulders. And stay right here or gently start to fold forward, dropping the elbows first. Just like we came down, slowly start to come back up. Releasing the legs and then the arms. Shrug the shoulders up to the ears and down the back. Shake out the hands. Come back into mountain pose. Slowing the breath. Reaching the fingers. And again, we're going to plant the right foot this time. Bring the left leg over top to come into eagle pose again, and the left arm underneath this time. Slowly start to sink into the hips, lifting the elbows up. And then when you're ready, you can slowly start to fall forward. Gently coming back up. Releasing the legs and the arms. Shrug the shoulders up to the ears and down the back. Reach the fingers to the floor. Inhale, bring the arms all the way up. Hands through heart center, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, hands to the mat. Right leg, left, vinyasa. Dog. Downward facing dog. A few sun salutations. Hop, step, or float forward. Inhale up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, bring the arms up. Hands through heart center, forward fold. Inhale up, halfway lift. Exhale, hands to the mat. Right, left, vinyasa. Up dog. Downward facing dog. Hop, step, or float forward. Inhale up, halfway lift. Exhale, fold, bend the knees. Sweep the arms all the way up, hands through heart center. Inhale up. Exhale, hands to the mat. Right, left, vinyasa. Exhale, downward facing dog one more time. Hop, step, or foot forward. Inhale up. Exhale, fold, bend the knees. Sweep the arms all the way up. Hands to the heart center. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, hands to the mat. Right, left, vinyasa. Exhale, downward facing dog. Hop, step, or float forward. We're going to heel toe the feet together, knees together, thighs together, and bring the elbows up. Pinkies turned in. Bring the arms like goalposts. And we're going to inhale, just bring the hands up, interlacing the fingers. Trying to keep them behind the head here. Exhale, bring the arms down. Again, inhale up, interlace the fingers. Exhale down. Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale, press through the feet. Palms come forward, hollow out the body. One more time. Inhale, come down. Arms are in goalposts again. Pinkies turned in. Inhale up. exhale down. Inhale, press up. Exhale down. Inhale, press up. Exhale down. Press up in. Hollow out the body. Hands to heart center. Coming down one more time, we're going to twist on the left. Making sure to keep the knees tight together so the left knee doesn't come out further than the right. Bring the hands back to heart center. Press through the feet. Looks like the arms all the way up. Last time. Twist opposite side. Back to heart center. Press through the feet. All the way up. Fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, hands to the mat. Right, left, vinyasa. Put the toes up, dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Rolling forward, slowly lower, all the way down into the mat. Setting up for bow pose. When you're ready, lifting the body off the mat, interlacing the fingers. And if there are no lower back problems, you can lift the legs off the mat too, reaching back through the hands. Breathing here. Down to the mat, releasing everything. Right cheek to the mat, windshield wiper the legs, left and right. Lowering the legs down. You can do locust pose again, or both, it's part of your practice. Making sure to grab the ankles and not the feet. Inhaling up. Breathing here. Exhale, release everything down to the mat. Opposite cheek to the mat this time. Windshield wiper the legs, left and right again. Down to the mat, bring the hands right underneath the shoulders. Press back into child's pose. Slowly rolling up to seated. Bring the legs crossed underneath you and forward. Now we're going to align the knees. It doesn't matter which leg you start with on top first, because we'll do the reverse of that next. And today we're going to grab the arms behind our back and just like this. So grabbing each forearm up behind the back, keeping the back nice and straight, and on the exhale, just hinging at the hips. back up to straight back. Reverse the legs. Again, grab the forearms behind the back. Shoulders are down and back, sitting up nice and straight. Exhale, hinge at the hips. Coming back up to seated. We're going to roll down onto our mats and set up for bridge pose. You can use a pillow or block here if you'd like one. Just making sure to have it handy. Making sure your fingertips can touch your heels, and on the inhale, roll the shoulders under, clasp the hands behind the back, lift the belly. Releasing the shoulders, come down one vertebrae at a time. Tapping the hips 3 times at the bottom. Release negative energy. And then coming into happy baby. Grabbing the feet and dragging the knees down on either side of the chest. Gently rocking left and right. Massaging the spine. Pressing open through the hips. Release the hands from the feet. Take the feet straight up to the ceiling. Flex the toes and the feet. Gently lowering the legs down to the mat. Placing the feet at the edges of the mat, keeping the left foot planted, drop the right knee to center. Inhale up the right leg, planting the right foot. Drop the left knee into the center. Making sure the shoulders are rolled under slightly. Palms are up. Breathing into what you're feeling. Noticing the energy that might be moving through your body. Bringing that left foot up, heel toe feet together. Coming into supine twist, right leg crosses over left. Both legs fall to the left. Take your gaze to the right. Inhale, bringing the legs back to center, reversing the twist. Left over right. Take both of the legs to the right and your gaze to the left. Inhale, bringing the legs back to center and coming into reclined butterfly. Feet together, knees falling apart. Shoulders under, palms up. And with each exhale, allowing the hips and the thighs to fall heavier onto the mat. stretch like you do first thing in the morning. Gently rolling onto your right side in fetal position. The reading for today: come back to center, that place in you that is still calm, quiet, and connected. Your center is the place you can trust. It connects the body, mind, heart, and soul. It connects truth, your inner voice, and the divine. Your best work comes from there. Your most loving times come from there. Your insights, awareness, and guidance come from that place. Your center is a place that is quietly confident, unassuming, spontaneous, and free. If you must leave your center to learn a lesson, feel a feeling, or experience something new, do that. Take all the side trips you're called to, but come back to your center when you're done. And go to your center first before you go anywhere else. Gently using your left hand to push yourself to seated. Hands to heart center. We'll take 2 healing, energy-sending breaths. On our first breath, seeing someone in our mind's eye who needs a healing energy. Inhaling that person into your heart and showering them with beautiful golden light. And on our next breath, we'll take our own. The light in me sees and honors the light in each one of you. Thank you so much for sharing your practice with me today. Namaste. I hope you all have a great rest of your